Hi, I'm Tony Marlin. I'm the owner of Certiflow Water today, also Marlin Plumbing, Heating and Air. I've been a plumber since the late 1970s. Let me just ask you a question. Do plumbing codes matter? Well, to me they do. And when we talk about water treatment, plumbing codes are very important. In order to sell a water treatment system, I found out many years ago that we needed some type of a niche, something different that we did as a plumber to eliminate the softeners sold by our competitors. How do we compete with those? Our service technicians are exactly that. They're service technicians. How do they compete with a salesman who've been taught for years how to sell water treatment equipment? Well, it's simple. It is education. We need education. A plumber needs to be educated. They need to understand how water softeners work, how water treatment of all kinds work, whether it's carbon systems or reverse osmosis. They need to have a training program. But they also need, as I said, a niche. They need something different. They need something that will eliminate those other companies. And many years ago in the 1980s, I had the opportunity to teach a class on waterline sizing accordingly to the Uniform Plumbing Code. And as I got into chapter 6, I realized all these things, that a water softener had to meet the flow rate and pressure loss demand. A water softener literally had to be certified. If we made them meet the plumbing code, we had to do something different from what we had all been taught, how to size a softener, how to do it correctly so that you were being honest. Water treatment is one of the most dishonest businesses in the world. There's more fraud in water treatment than any other business. Water treatment should be honest. It's a simple technology. We know that softener works on magnetic, positive, negatives. We know that if we're removing chemicals from the water, we've got to have contact time, and if we want purified water, our guys should be able to understand reverse osmosis and how it works, how to fix them. Well, many years ago, I developed the first water softener in the United States that met the plumbing code. It went nationwide. I sold tens, if not hundreds of thousands of systems across the country. Well, that system's obsolete today. Then we had a second generation. And then several years ago, we have the third generation. With the help of Clack Corporation, we developed the Vision valve. The Vision valve was the most advanced piece of equipment in the world as far as technology with the progressive flow. We had a private label piece of equipment. I chose to take that private label piece of equipment and use it with specific plumbing companies that would allow us to do the program where we would teach them everything about water treatment, where they would have that equipment private labeled for them with their name on it. So every single system scrolled their name 24 hours a day. Our new program is based on that specific design. We want to teach you guys, we don't just want to sell you equipment. There's 100 companies selling water treatment equipment. If you put the best of everything into it and you teach your guys how to do it, and we build it specifically for you to meet the plumbing code, to meet the flow rate, being certified, it gives us that little edge over what other companies are doing. And to be able to have your service tech say, don't go buy that little softener at Home Depot. It doesn't meet the plumbing code, number one, and understand how to explain that. When we start looking at having that simple sales tool and having your own piece of equipment, that's what Certiflow is about. Certiflow. We certified our equipment. All of our equipment is certified to do what we tell people it's going to do. And that's important because that's what the plumbing code requires, and that's what the law requires. This program I have is designed about teaching plumbers, service technicians, how to sell water treatment equipment and to sell it in a very quick manner. Just simply saying, hey, I need to check your softener. It doesn't seem to be working. Why wouldn't we do that if 86% of all of our service calls are because of hard water? Everything I do is based around trying to keep it honest, trying to not have smoke and mirrors. And if you want an honest water treatment program, I'll help you create that with your company. All I ask is you buy my equipment. The trainings are free. So I ask you, do plumbing codes matter to you and your business? If so, let's talk. Let's figure out how to make this work for your company. And if so, I'll see you on the other side.